Hi, this is Dr. Yunfeng Wu. This lecture is for public goods and externality. In this chapter, we will discuss 4 sessions. In first session, we will explain why some choices are public choice and how they are made in a political marketplace. In the second session, we will explain how the free rider problem arises and how the quality of public goods is determined. And we will explain negative externality and positive externality in the 4th and the 5th session respectively. Let's start the session 1. What is a public choice? All economic choices are made by individuals, but some choices are private and some are public. A private choice is a decision that has consequences for only the person making it. A public choice is a decision that has consequences for many people and perhaps for an entire society. Examples for public choice include decisions by political leaders and senior public servants about price and quantity regulation, taxes, international trade, and government spending. Some of the things we care most about are decided by people making public choice, and very large quantities of scarce resources get used as a result of these choices. Why do governments allocate large quantity of resources? Government exists for 3 major reasons. First, they establish and maintain property rights. Second, they provide the non-market mechanisms for allocating scarce resources. Third, they implement arrangements that redistribute income and wealth. However, replacing market with government resource allocation decisions is no simple matter. Just as there can be market failure, there can also be government failure. Government failure is a situation in which government actions lead to inefficiency, to either under provision. Government failure is a situation in which government actions lead to inefficiency, to either under provision or over provision. Government failure can arise because government is made up of many individuals, each with their own economic objectives. Public goods are the outcome of choice made by these individuals. To analyze this choice, economists have developed a public choice theory of the political marketplace. The political marketplace is made up of many individuals, each with their own economic objectives. 4 groups of decision makers, shown in the figure, interact in the political marketplace. There are voters, firms, politicians, bureau. 4 groups of decision makers, voters, firms, politicians, and bureaucrats interact in the political marketplace. In the economic model of public choice, voters support the politician whose policy proposal make the voter better off. Voters express their demand for policies by voting, helping campaigns, lobbying, and making political contributions. First, almost support to the politician whose policy proposals make them better off and express their demand for public goods and services. But firms can't vote. They do make political contributions and engaging in lobbying activities. Politicians are elected persons at levels of government. They make policies that bureaucrats carry out. Politician goals are gain election and re-election. So voters to a politician are like profits to a firm. Bureaucrats and public servants who work in government demands. Bureaucrats are public servants who work in government departments. Their self-interest is best served by larger budgets, which bring more authority and prestige. In a political equilibrium, the choice of voters, firms, politicians, and bureaucrats are compatible, and no group can see a way of improving its position by making different choices. Ideally, the political equilibrium will achieve allocative efficiency and serve the social interest. But such an outcome is not guaranteed. Also, you will see later in this chapter. We make public choice because some situations just don't permit private choice. The core of the reason we can't always make private choice in that some goods and services and some factors of production have a public nature. They are public goods and services. What is the essential difference between a state police department and brain security? Fish is the Atlantic Ocean, and the fish is a fish farm, a live consent and a consent to television. This and all goods and services can be classified according to whether they are excludable or non-excludable, and rival or non-rival. A good or service is excludable if any of the people who pay for it are able to enjoy its benefits. An automobile or watching an NFL game in person would be excludable. A good or service is not excludable if everyone benefits from it regardless of whether they can pay for it. National defense or a town's 4th of July fireworks display are non-excludable. A good service or resources is rival if it's used by one person, decrease the quantity available for someone else. A blouse of slice of pizza is rival. A good service or resource is non-rival if it's used by one person does not decrease the quantity available for someone else. Watching television or national defense is non-rival. In addition, a common resource is rival and non-excludable. A unit of a common resource can be used by only once, but no one can be private from using what is available. Ocean fish are a common resource. They are rival because a fish taken by one person isn't available for anyone else. They are non-excludable because it is difficult to prevent people from catching them. A natural monopoly good is rival and excludable. A special case of natural monopoly arises when goods or services can be produced by zero marginal cost. Such a goods is non-rival. If it is also excludable, it is produced by a natural monopoly. The internet and the cable television are examples. This is the end of session 1.